All right, Keith, this is an official test. We go? Okay, beautiful. Well, we would like to welcome everybody to our final pitch of our 2024 entrepreneurial class. My name is Jason Witt. I'm one of the instructors along with Mr. Lund. We would like to first acknowledge our esteemed judges. And so, Mr. Valdez, there is a microphone at my stand, and I don't know that it is on. If you will power it up, and if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves there's on the front, you got it. Introducing yourselves to our students and our audience, that would be awesome. And then we'll go ahead and begin we'll get him some light here. Thank you very much for your. Here we go. Mr.
I'm Lily Brown. I was first and foremost a mother of a child here, who is not yet in high school. Secondly, a member of the community, working professional. Third, a member of the school board, president of the school board. So you probably all see me in and around the halls and offices on regular basis. So I'm excited to be here.
Hi everybody, Evan Campbell. I've been an entrepreneur, founding software companies, consulting companies, couple successful exits, couple flaming bits of that. Now I farm hay right up Highway 160, so yeah, they look me up after. Goodness, all I know.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll go ahead and invite our first group up. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. So come on up.
All right. Well, my name is Ben Volpe. I'm the CEO of Split Productions.
I'm Colby Lewis. I am the CFO of Split Productions.
And I'm Bryant Goodwin, and I'm the COO of Split Productions.
All right. Well, let's start this off. Thank you guys so much for being here. Technical. Come on, Mr. Lund. Sky. We ready? We're good? All right, there we go. All right, so start off. Thank you guys so much for being here, taking your time out of your day to listen to us speak about our company. We've been working hard in the past 2 semesters for. We are Split Productions. We've got some pictures down there of what we've been producing over the past couple months. We're a sports filming company for action sports such as dirt biking and skiing, going all over to school sports, track, football, basketball, basically anything. Okay. Oh, we don't have a clicker. Yeah, we'll go to next. All right, so we have a little highlight video here. I created this maybe a week or 2 ago. I spent some time in Monticello in Utah filming my friend Drake here racing. I wanted to produce a nice video that can kind of showcase what we're building, what we want to show, what we can provide for our customers. So go ahead and click it. See if it works. All right, well, it's a great video, I swear. We might be able to even get it working. I have it on my computer. So here's our customer problems. I'm gonna go over my story and my friend Drake's story. Drake. He's a inspired and an up and coming athlete in the motocross world. He loves racing. He races every day. He even skipped school to race. And he always struggled with not having good, high quality photos and videos to post on his social media. Social media is a great source for like getting followers and sponsorships. Sponsorships are great for motocross. It's a very expensive sport. Bikes cost a lot. You constantly need safety gear, and it's such a taxing sport. So having social media followers and having a good social media presence allowed him to have sponsorships reach out to him and look at him and say, "Hey, I like this guy. I want to support him. I want him to provide for us by also allowing to get us kind of a little bit of recognition." So he's wanted high quality filming footage, and he came to me when we were younger and he said, "Can you take pictures of me?" And I said, "Yes." So we did that, and I've done that forever. And then we took this class, and that was something that came up is this would be so much fun to do. We can make money off of it, and I can support the athletes around me. Um, for me, I grew up loving to film. This is always something that I wanted. I always wanted to be in front of the camera. I wanted to see myself on Instagram, Facebook. I wanted my mom and dad to post me, show how cool and awesome their kid is, which I am. Um, and there's few to no options in this area. There's really nothing you can get in this area. There's a couple spots in New Mexico. There's some people I know that film, but they're not going to drive hours up to like Purgatory to go film when I want to go ski. And then family, friends, family and friends. There's just every friend wants to, support their friends. They want to, we have if someone posts a story, they repost it or a post and they're like, "Oh my God, that person is doing so good." Or if it's a sport, if they got put on a team, if they're doing really well. Um, And then family, every parent wants to show off their kid. Every single my parents love showing me off. I'm not that cool, but they like showing me off, so I think it's worth it. So, I think that's great, and we wanna really target the family. I think that's great. Alright, we'll go next. Oh, okay, I got this one too. Um, so, let's see, I can't really see. So our target markets, we got 4 target markets. Motocross was the first one. This is something I really kind of pushed for. We've got a lot of athletes in the school that race. I myself would like to race. I'm not great at affording it, but we like the racing, we like the sport, we like the pictures. It's a fun environment. We like even this past weekend, I was up there in Aztec and I was filming and taking pictures just for this project so we can provide proof of what we're doing. Um, it's just so much fun. Motocross is such a great sport. It's a very inclusive sport. The environment is wonderful. It's such a fun sport. I also push really strongly for skiing. I'm an avid skier. I've been skiing since I was 3, 4 years old. I love it. It's the best sport in the world. It's also very expensive. And to get high quality filming is it's really hard to get a hold of. So we really wanted to push skiing. We've got a lot of people that ski. We've got a lot of people that did first time skiing in March that went with the outdoor ed and kind of got a chance to really experience it. So I really wanted to push to have some footage and filming for that. Then we have stock car racing. We have a couple kids in the school that race stock cars. Waylon Hale specifically won. He's won a couple races in Price. He'll be going to one this weekend. It's a great sport. We love to film it. It's really easy to film. It's just they're turning left. That's really, but it's such a fun sport to film because of they're drifting, they're the loud noises. It's just like it's such an environment around it, and people spend so much time and money on it. It's worth kind of exploring and showing people what they do. And then last, track and field was kind of our last target market, taking pictures in the past for our home track meet. It's really fun. A lot of athletic kids. We've got a couple kids going to state. We've got Colby here who didn't go to state, but he competed for it. Very close. Track and field's great. We love to see it. We've got, there's 3 kids, I believe, that are going to state. we want to see it. We want to post their pictures. I was at the track meet for about an hour. I had a limited time, but I was able to capture some of our best athletes doing what they love. So
All right, so we have 4 different unique values that separate us from our competition in our area. So the first one is a FFA licensed drone operator, which I took a class in high school where I got my FFA license so I can legally fly and get paid to film for different people. So you don't have to have your license to film, but if you plan on making money, you have to have your license. Okay. We are student athletes ourselves, so we know the hardships of filming. So we know how difficult it is to actually find footage, and like in our area especially, there's not a lot of good options, and even then it's kind of hard to find them. Like one of our competition is all the way in Aztec, and if you're skiing, then they would have to come all the way over here. So we like to pride ourselves on being right here for everybody when they need it. Our third value is custom pricing. So with custom pricing, depending on what sport you do or how far away you are, we charge like $25 an hour based on um, what you wanted, like drone footage, regular video footage, or still shots. We charge like $25, $30 an hour. And it also changes on how far away you are. So if you live 2 hours away, we're going to charge for gas and all these different custom fees that kind of make it more difficult to film where you are. And our fourth value is we have multiple ways of filming. So of course we have the FFA licensed drone, and which is a very high class drone that the school has given us that we can use freely for our business. We also have a high quality camera that we can take still shots and videos with that we have already used. Ben has already used it to film for Drake Coble with the dirt biking. And with this money, we are planning on buying more uh, different ways of filming, more cameras, backup cameras, just in case. So next one. So the competition. So there is very few competition in our area, and they are also hobby filmers. So we would consider ourselves kind of hobby filmers ourselves, since this isn't our full-time job yet. So we are distinguished from our competition in the ways that nobody has a drone, somebody's very far away, um, like just people don't really do what we do. And that's what distinguishes us the most in other ways. Uh, so our TAM, SAM, and SOM. So the TAM, as we defined it, is the total revenue of sports filming in the USA, which is about $4.5 billion. And that's the total addressable market. The SAM, which is the service addressable market in Colorado, we defined as the video revenue just produced in Colorado itself, which is $90,000. The SOM, which is our share of market, is the revenue in our Four Corners area that we hope to generate in 1 year, which is roughly 3% of the total SAM. And we hope to capture this in the first year.
All right. Now as to our market strategy, we will be using social media, and we will post pictures / videos of client business, and they would tag us so we could get more eyes on our product. And we will talk to friends and family to get a large presence in the market. Next slide, please. Oh, wait. Oops, sorry, my bad. With discounting, we will give lower pricing for certain athletes, which will give more advertising, such as stickers on sportswear and sponsorships for the athletes. And then events, we will physically go to sporting events to advertise the athletes with posters under our tents, for example. We will be under a tent. And we will have examples of our videos with us as well. And then next slide, please. for our financial model, revenue projecting 26,000 this year. I mean, no, 2,600. Which is SOM reported in a previous slide. Cost of goods sold, very low, because it's basically only the memory chip, which is not much at all. And third year, we haven't gotten enough data to determine our third year summary so far, so we can't tell you much about that. And then startup also has very minimal with equipment loaned by school and owned by us. So that's very minimal for startup cost. And then okay. Validation strategy. We are hired to film short promotional videos for athletes to send to college, clubs, social media, family, and friends. We want to provide the most gnarly and exciting videos for our valued customers. Enthusiasm. All right. We are asking for 2,500, and we would spend roughly the first 1,000 on a tent. We could set up at like sporting events, and another 1,000 on new equipment, and the last 1,000 for the last 500 for social media advertising. And then regular advertising for business cards. Jeez. After yeah, that's it.
And then we have a video, if it will work.
What I can do is, so they're already on Instagram, when they put the videos on Instagram, so I'm just gonna put it on my calendar, so that.
And then also for that video that you're about to see is the video itself took about 1 day to make, like one filming business day. It took really $0 to make other than gas or simple stuff like that we're not counting right now. And we could if we worked full time, we could make about 3 to 5 of those videos per week. And those would be roughly our statistics for how much it would cost to make one, how many we could make a day or a week, and how much time it would take to film it. So
And I also want to say we had some troubleshooting issues with the videos. I was hoping they would I was hoping they would have popped up. So this video here is not necessarily a competitor, but a friend of mine who skis at Purgatory, and he produces his own videos, but he doesn't charge anyone. So and he produces it for himself. He's a coach. So we were hoping to have that one up because that one's really cool. But
this
didn't get a chance.
they're looking at dirt bike.
Just calm down. Just calm down. Thank you.
We're done. What we just gotta do is answer questions.
I got that. Oh, I want to get it. If I don't know what to say, it's okay. It's calm down.
Sorry about that, that's.
It's fine.
Oh, I just almost had,
Oh.
it's almost coming up.
No,
Maybe.
it's Still on.
Oh.
Last practice.
But there's a picture.
Yeah, there's the picture of the guy
See it?
skiing. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know.
All right.
It's rough. It would have been great if it worked, but
Mhm.
can't control everything. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out.
You can follow us at Split Productions on Instagram.
Mhm.
The username's under there. I try to post once a week. If filming, and yeah, we're just trying to build a social media following and kind of gain followers for our customers.
So any questions that you might have about our business, we are happy to answer them right now.
My question.
Shoot.
Okay. Here's my question. As the video relates or as the Instagram channel and feed relates, I'm just gonna go kind of backwards. Who did the editing?
Yeah, at the moment I've done it all.
Did you shoot the drone footage?
I did.
Get a license.
I do. Yeah.
Technically, since we didn't actually make money, it was just a
Yeah,
promotional
not-
video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not charging. I didn't charge for any of it.
The drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I also did take the drone class. I was stupid and decided I shouldn't take the test. Which is on my bad. I should have, because it would have been phenomenal for this. But I plan on in the future taking the test again.
Yeah, well, all these videos were being filmed by Ben. Brian and I were at track meets competing.
Yep.
So
So
we couldn't make it, sadly.
that's the student athlete.
Yeah.
Have intentions of taking some of your, so you've got your $500 on social media advertising. Explain to me, have you all picked a strategy around what is your social media advertising? Is it going after followers? Is it promoting content? Is it, tell me what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so I kind of thought about this kind of before we even, like, when we first were making the business, it was kind of all, I was kind of brainstorming, everything was coming through my mind of how great this would be. Originally, it was kind of pushing to grow our followers, not necessarily us. I post a lot of the videos, but we provide videos for customers and our clients. But we really want to build the following for our customers. We want to kind of focus the fact that they're the athlete. We're just helping them become better. So that's kind of we like the social media following. It'd be great if we could have more social media followers for our account, but we still want to target and make sure the customer feels like they're the target audience and that we are focusing on them, not just the money.
And did you discuss any strategy around how you can attract your consumer through other ways than just social media promoting?
Yeah, so we had a way of where we would actually go to the track and field, or not just track and field, but motocross, these events, and we would purchase a tent that we can set up with them and talk and not give out samples, but talk about what we do, and that would spread hopefully like wildfire throughout everybody, and they would tell their friends and all
What you
that.
guys have done is more about like a pitch or an on-site sale or a sale through social or
Okay.
promoting the content.
Right.
One other piece, one other way to think about it, you're standing inside of a school
Mhm.
that's full of athletes. Maybe collaborate or partner with schools, teams.
Yeah,
swim
we talked to,
teams, ski teams
yeah.
and start doing video there, which will then lead back into people finding you, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta give a little on the front and do a little for free to gain on the back.
Yeah, and we were talking about doing sponsorship to athletes. So athletes, we give like 50% off discounts to where we sponsor them. And Drake Coble's a perfect example. Is our requirement would just be if we film a video for you, you tag us, and also when he puts graphics and like cool stuff on his bike, he puts our logo there. And what we're hoping to set up, which might come pretty soon, is we'd like to do a QR code in our logo. So you could walk up to the bike, scan the QR code, and it will go to our Instagram.
Do you guys have anything in the works to actually do a few videos going forward?
Yeah, I have plenty of videos with me. That's just what I had is stuff I was trying to produce that was from the day. So the video that was shown is that was just some videos I was really wanting to produce and get out because that's the most recent and that's stuff that was filmed specifically for Split Productions. And the other thing that we talked about for kind of advertising us is business cards because it's such a great way just handing out business cards and saying, hey, are you a racer or are you a skier? Would you be interested in filming or would you be interested in getting a video filmed of you? Here's our business card. Here's an email. Email us. We'll answer any questions. We'll give you pricing. We'll figure out something that works for you. And I thought that was a great idea.
Good job. If I was gonna provide a little constructive criticism, I feel like I don't really have much empathy and understanding for buyer persona. You provided a list of sports, but you know, a a target market, an addressable market, buyer persona. I'd like to understand
Okay.
them a little more viscerally, but good, very good otherwise. Speaking of that buyer persona, I'm trying to wrap my head around the customer acquisition strategy. So it sounds like we're talking about student athletes predominantly, certainly adjacent markets you could pursue as you establish a beachhead, right? How many times a year does your buyer acquire your services?
Okay. And this is something I can kind of touch on because in the past, like when I've gotten videos filmed of me, and even just like think I would assume, and it kind of is from my standpoint for motocross and skiing, the two sports that I love and do, I would probably look at buying a video 2 to 3 times a year because then I'm still having that social media because then I have a lot of followers, which I don't really, but from my standpoint, producing something and showing to my sponsors 2 to 3 times a year what I'm doing and with high quality video, because then they look at that and they say, especially for like colleges, which we also really want to target and clubs, is they look at that and if you're producing 2 to 3 times a year really high quality videos, then the buyers and the sponsorships and the colleges see that and they're like, well, he's putting time, he or she is putting time and doing the work. Not it doesn't have to be all the time, but enough to where it's still catching attention.
Would you envision eventually contracting institution?
Yeah, I think we talked about, I talked with Mr. Greenlee, works for the school, and we talked to him and we were graciously given a drone and a computer to work with. And they just said, if you film and you edit videos for the school, you can work with that stuff for free.
Okay.
And so
You're on the cusp of the subscription or recurring revenue model.
Yeah.
There.
So that's kind of the partnership for Manka School. I think it'd be great if we did it for colleges, even like Fort Lewis would be awesome for the college teams. If only,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
And then one last question. If you were to scale 10x, what would be the major impediment to scaling?
Yes, I'm on that.
Enough people. Us three would not be really able to handle 10 times a larger company with editing and filming, and we wouldn't have enough equipment itself. We would have to really jam it into our days. But other than that, if we had more people and more equipment, it would just kind of be a little bit more different handling the finances of it with a lot more revenue coming in. It would just be a little bit harder. And of course, we would still be able to do it. We would learn from it, but that would be the only main thing.
And I really don't know. I mean, it sounds very linear. The revenues scale,
Mhm.
the cost of goods sold, and
Yeah.
your headcount scale right with it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if there's a way to accelerate revenue faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think I could also speak on this a little bit. I think with the three of us, it's filming is interesting because if it's one person filming, you're only really getting one angle unless I teleport somewhere else.
Mhm.
So I would think if we're doing 10 times that, maybe adding on 1 or 2 more people to get more filmers around us. And the better equipment, the more we can do, the more stuff we can do, the more places I can be, especially on a track. I'm only in like one general area unless I'm flying the drone.
Mhm.
But if we can have 2, 3 more people in an area in that enclosed spot filming, then you get so much more footage, you get more angles, you get more of that centered kind of point of view of what you're looking at. Yeah.
Cool, well, thank you, yeah, great job, y'all. You know, I echo the feedback concerning the buyer persona.
Yeah,
Right?
For sure.
You know, I echo that, right?
Mhm.
Because I actually think, you know, at least the way you're sort of positioning yourself right now is your customers are actually the parents.
Yeah.
Right, and that's really gotta be your focus, is how do you sell the parents on your
Yeah.
value prop more than the kiddo? I really believe that's who has the purchase, right? So I think, you know, really sort of focusing on that. When we think about you starting out, you say 2 to 3 videos for an individual. How many hours of work would it take you to do one video?
So for me, that video that was showed to you guys, I don't know if you all got it, but we can even stop and get you a second. So for that, it took me, I was there. Racing's a little weird. They do like 2 rounds, 1 race per round, depending on how many classes you do. It's a little confusing. So I was there the whole day, but filming, it's maybe 10 minutes a race, and that's really long. That would be the max. So filming wise, on top of just taking still photos of like him at the starting gate or before he's starting racing, or just even like helmet off, like profile pictures. I think it would take maybe 2 hours of filming, and that's a high number, but even like just an hour of holding the camera is maybe the average. Editing took me an hour and a half, just kind of pulling all the photos off all the SD cards, checking through them, seeing which ones that really resonated with me, that really like showed the athlete, and then just kind of compiling it together, and then picking a song out that I think I liked that kind of worked with it. So it's not a really lengthy time, but it's enough to kind of where you really have to focus in and spend your time on it.
So what's your billable then? So if we take that example. And you know, are we thinking, are you billing 4 hours?
Um,
You billing 5 hours?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess maybe 3.5. I don't know.
So maybe instead of an hourly rate, you should
Yeah.
project rate.
Okay.
So that was one question I was
Yeah.
gonna ask or brainstorm was thought about doing like, oh, if you want a 2-minute reel, it's this amount of
Yeah.
5-minute reel, it's this amount of money. However, other ways to work at selling
For sure.
what you are gonna do.
Yeah. And I think at the beginning of the year or beginning of this semester, our wonderful mentor who's in the back, Mr. Corjay, talked to us, and we had a kind of a pricing point, and then I slowly looked over it and I slowly talked to people, and I was like, this is too high. I'm not going to pay this. My mom sure is not going to pay this. So she won't even pay for me. I got to do it. So I looked at, and we said we dropped the prices down. There was talk about sitting, that we looked at prices of like professional filming. It sits between the $100 and $200 range. I think we kind of fit ourselves around 150. I think if we looked at that even, and it might be contradicting what we previously said, we had a little bit of mix up with the notes. So it was kind of jammed in, which is bad on our part, but we looked at doing maybe $150 a project. If it's like editing, and I feel like that's a varied price, the $100, $200 range, varying in between that range for like a 30-second reel to like 2 minutes, which is pretty long, and it varies between that price. And especially, it costs a lot more when you're flying with a drone. We have a licensed operator. Not a lot of people have the license. So with that, the price is going to go higher, especially if we're filming with the drone.
Yeah, I'm not really sure also, is your first year going, it's $100 per revenue? Or are you doing the $26,000 for revenue? And that was kind of a
26,000.
26,000.
That's 3% of the SAM.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like over 1,000 hours worth of bill, right?
Okay.
So at $25 an hour,
Mhm.
and then that's just quick math.
Yeah.
Taking about 1,040 hours in that first year.
Right.
So that to me, I'm not really sure how that kind of.
Yeah. And I think that's where our math kind of got off.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It totally does. And I think also, and this is just for future reference, if you're gonna ask for money,
Yeah.
tell us exactly what you're gonna use it.
Okay.
When I hear you're gonna spend $1,000 on the tent, right? And
Yeah.
it's not, right? I know you're not, but that's what you told us.
Yeah.
And so if I take you just at your word, I'm like, oh my goodness, they don't know what they're doing, which is the truth.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right? So like, the $1,000 for the tent, or you just told us like, oh, this is so cheap to start up.
Yeah.
And then you just asked us
Yeah.
for $1,000 for new equipment, right? Because now I'm like, well, is it really
Yeah.
cheap to start up, or do you really need that equipment? So just in terms of that messaging,
Yeah.
that would really help your audience.
Yeah. I think that's our bad. I think I'm, in my opinion, the best speaking on this. I grew up filming. This is what I love doing. And I'd love to continue this. This is something I really enjoy. So $1,000 for a tent, little high. I think that's kind of the hard goods. I think especially camera equipment's so pricey. Like for a really high quality camera, our drone is practically our price range. That's practically what we're asking for. So a lot of that is the hard goods. A lot of that's the camera. I have a still shot camera. It shoots great photos and I love it. but it's older. So maybe getting something new lenses, like something that can shoot like a mile, like it's really, and I'm over exaggerating, but really far away. Getting a nicer video camera, maybe kind of indulging into the first person view cameras like a GoPro, which would be awesome if we could put it on someone's chest. And if they're skiing, we can get like their point of view. And because in the video, I have a little bit of that. I have the point of view when he's riding the bike, which is really fun, but that's my GoPro. So having our own company cameras and goods is a lot. So I think that's 1,000, 2,000, I think it kind of got merged together, but that's our price.
And the reason why it was so cheap to start up is because Ben already had the hobby of filming, and we were very thankful for having the opportunity to use the MacBook from the school. That's why it was cheap to start up, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult when we actually split off from the school because it'll cost more in the long run.
Yeah. Cool
Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you.
Come on, come on.
Time to talk to the children in the classroom.
Hello, we are Pinnacle Body. My name is Asia. I'm the CFO. This is Claire and Darren. They are our CMOs, and then Brian Veach, our CEO, is not here today. So it's just us three. And then our ask today is $3,000. So our story. My name is Asia Matthews. I'm 16 years old. I wear a size small to medium top and bottom. My favorite thing to do in summer is go to the lake, but my problem is I bring too many swimsuits to the lake, and I want a swimsuit that can do everything. So when I go to the lake every summer, I tan and I do water sports. Like I grew up water skiing, and we got into water like wake surfing and tubing. So, it's kind of hard to have a swimsuit that can go from, lounging around all day tanning to very intense tube wars with my dad driving the boat. I hate tie swimsuits. I've never liked them because they have just always been uncomfortable. And I like to have perfect tan lines. Like I hate when tie swimsuits have that knot on the back, and so when you tan, there's like a big knot, and it's just bad tan line. And like I said, I wake surf and I tube, and I make around 3,000 every year from my summer job, but my parents pay for most of my clothes.
So some of our customer problems is expense over $50 per piece. So like $50 a top and $50 a bottom, you're already at $100. Not local, often bought online. I usually buy all my stuff online and from cheaper stores. Non-inclusive custom swimsuits usually come in a pack of one size. So when you're ordering like a cheaper swimsuit, it only comes in one size, like medium top and a medium bottom, where I'd like a smaller top or a medium bottom. Competitors don't use good advertising. That's our before and after.
So this is the before of a tie swimsuit that I bought from Target, and it was good. It's a good swimsuit, but I really like the design. However, I hated the tie. And then Darren's gonna read you our target audience.
Our target audience is teenage girls, mainly from 13 to 19 years old, because that's more of our range. Also women that are ages from 20 to 26. We would like it to be more local because we don't have like more like a website where we're gonna sell to someone across the country. Our income range is teenagers from 3,000 to 7,000 per year, and income range for parents is 30,000 to 100,000 per year. So it's more affordable for everyone.
Okay, and so this is our solution. So I took this tie swimsuit and I own a sewing machine. So in about an hour, I was able to adjust it and make it the perfect swimsuit for me. So I tied this swimsuit to where I liked it, like how it fit, and I cut the length and then I measured extra fabric um on the top, and then I also did extra fabric on the sides. Now, this is important because Pinnacle Body, we value our customers. That is like we value our customers so much to the fact that we wanted an affordable swimsuit, but we also wanted a diverse swimsuit because, teenagers these days, I like have friends. Claire and I, we're besties. If Claire and I could share all of our swimsuits, we would, but we can't because we're different sizes. However, with Pinnacle Body, this swimsuit can range from 3 different sizes. It can go from a small to a large, and it can go from a small to a large based on how you want it to fit. Like, if you want it to go just 2 sizes, it can go 2 sizes. If you want to add more fabric when you customize your swimsuit, you can do that as well. So, and the reason why this is so important is because if 3 girls buy 3 swimsuits from our company, that's $60 each girl. But we're all besties, right? So every girl gets 3 swimsuits. Really, you're paying $20 and you get 3 swimsuits. So, that is the most important part of our company. And like with our solution is obviously our custom swimwear. So you can add embroidery and adjustments and all that fun stuff. With the like strap adjusters, you can sew in the pads. Because as girls, we hate when our pads come out in the washer and then they're all folded and wrinkled and messed up. Good quality. We want to provide good quality to all of our customers and also it being affordable. And with the website size finder, you can pick if you want your top to be a small and your bottoms to be a medium. Because we worked with a retailer who he used to have a retail store that sold swimsuits, and girls would come in all the time and ask him if he could take the small top out of this bag and the medium top out of this bag so they can have them together, and that just makes a mess. So that's why the website, you can pick whatever you want. And obviously it fits your friends.
Us versus our competitors. Our competitors are like Shein to Target because of the price range, but they're very cheap and poor quality. If you want a good swimsuit, Shein and Target probably aren't your best options. They're not adjustable, so with our swimsuit, you could adjust it to the perfect size that fits your top or your bottom. But if you get a swimsuit from Target or Shein, you have to do with what you have. They only come in one size, so if you get a pack that's a small, you're only gonna have a small top and a small bottom. You're not gonna be able to change it to be small top and a medium bottom. And they're not durable for water and sports, water sports, because the tie can come undone whenever you're tubing, and you don't want that to happen. They also have limited styles and not a lot to choose from. Us, we are affordable because we want our price range and we want it to go to teenagers, so you want to be cheaper. You could adjust your top and bottoms to fit how you like it and not comfortable in your swimsuit. You could get any size or any top and bottom from our company. You could get a small top, medium bottom. They're durable for water sports because they don't have a tie, so you're not gonna have to worry about it coming off. And you could tie in it before you go for a water sport, or you could loosen it if you just want to chill. Yeah, so our perfect size is our swimsuits.
Why Pinnacle Body? Pinnacle Body has swimwear never seen before. As the founders of this company and teen girls also, we have put hours into this thought and design to have the perfect swimsuit. Our business takes customization to the next level that no swimwear brand has ever thought of. Each swimsuit has a size range of about 3 sizes, which is perfect for besties on a budget who share our swimsuits. Our UVP has improved a lot because after making our first product, we fully understand the potential of our company.
Okay, so for our marketing, our total addressable market was 67,201 units. So that's this is just in Montezuma and La Plata County, because as we said, we are local. So in the future, we would probably reach past these counties, maybe into different states in the Four Corners. But for now, we're starting small because we want to be reasonable with our prices and like our addressable market. And then our serviceable addressable market units are 537. So that's like teen girls in the area that kind of range from 13 to 26 that we think would be interested in our product. And so then with that, our serviceable obtainable market revenue would be $9,840, which brings our 3-year profit to $29,000. And so this, we expect a lot of growth from our company throughout the 3 years because we prioritize advertising, and a lot of the money that we get from our company, we are going to put back into it to get more followers, more advertising, more girls, ambassadors that are interested in representing our company.
So continuing with that is our marketing strategies. So we're going to be using social media platforms to attract more customers, because if you didn't use those, then because that's what one of the biggest things right now in the world is social media, and like that's how so many people make money and like create small businesses and promote them, is by using social media. Develop a successful website that allows our customers to customize their swimsuits, which the medium top or medium bottom and small top. Grow our customer audience with feedback and improvement, because we really prioritize our customers and their needs.
Okay, and so as far as our financial model goes, our startup cost is $2,560, and then our liquidity cushion is $440, which comes to a total of $3,000. Our one-time purchases are our embroidery machine and our license, and then reoccurring purchases are swimsuits, supplies, and advertisement. And with our reoccurring purchases, kind of like includes our salary. So our monthly salary is about $190 for me and Claire. So that's like $95 each a month. And that is like about as low, like that is minimum wage. We get paid hourly. So we make 1 swimsuit every hour. So if we're making 13 swimsuits a month, that's 13 hours, which ends up being $190. And this is a very low salary. Like we know that this is a really low salary, but we are also teen girls and Darren, who are grateful enough to live with our parents. We have a roof over us, we are fed, our parents buy a lot of our stuff for us, and we have summer jobs. So we're not solely relying on this salary, to live. And honestly, as a 16-year-old girl, what I would be doing with this salary is buying more swimsuits. So.
Our goals are to build confidence in our customers. We want our customers to feel great in their swimsuit and be confident. We want to help women create their perfect swimsuit, because some have an idea of what they want and how they like their swimsuit to fit, but a lot of swimsuits you don't have the capable to do that. And we like to have good quality. It's exclusive and it's required at Pinnacle Body.
Thank you. Pinnacle Body strives for satisfaction in creating a swimsuit perfect for your lifestyle. Become the beach babe and join us today at Pinnacle Body. Thank you.
Questions or clarification?
I'd like to just clarify quickly. You are planning on doing only women 3 sizes, correct?
Yes. So, okay. Well, so we're doing women for now. but with our sizes, it ranges from extra small to extra large. With the three sizes is like the range per swimsuit. So this swimsuit is a medium top and a medium bottom, but with the adjusting that I put on it, it can go as small as a small and it can go as big as a large. So just clarification for that.
To me a little bit about, are you making the swimsuits from scratch? Or are you sort of kind of like the story you told us where you have an existing swimsuit and you're modifying?
Yeah, so we are ordering from a company. It's Bali Swimwear, and so they will sell us swimsuits in bulk, so you can buy, a pack, and you can pick the range. So we'd pick extra small to extra large. And then so we buy a bulk from them, whether it's Thai swimsuits or it would mostly be Thai swimsuits, but they also have like different styles that we are interested in. And we take those swimsuits and then just sew them to make our adjustable swimsuits.
And then how much, when you're first starting out, how much will you be able to get one swimsuit for? What is the price for one swimsuit? Buying a bulk, but I mean, in terms of
For $60.
just.
Oh, so to put together a whole swimsuit, like the cost of the swimsuit, the cost of the adjusters for every swimsuit is $31. And then we are selling it for $60, which is a $29 profit.
$31 doesn't include that 1 hour labor, right?
Yes, it does.
It does.
It does.
But you're a normal salary.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's just a follow-up. When you said 67,201 units and then you went down to 537 units, that 537 for that first year, is that sort of your calculation is in Montezuma and La Plata counties? There's only 537 13 to 26-year-olds?
So the way we kind of calculated it is with Montezuma County and La Plata County together, there's, around like 3 to 4 high schools. And the school like Mancos is really small. If we include Dolores, that's also really small. So in total, there's probably around 400, 500 girls that we think would be the most interested. And then I think as our company grows, we'd probably also include, women in Fort Lewis College. But the reason why it's a lot smaller is because we expect our customers to buy at least two swimsuits every year because we love swimsuits and I buy at least 2 swimsuits every year. So we think that would be good.
And we don't want like the same exact swimsuit. And like there's obviously different styles. So like I'm gonna want a different swimsuit every time.
Yep.
Wow.
I think I'm good. I was kind of digging on the whole supply chain and finances as well. I'd love to see the groups present a more conventional cash flow statement, and a little more detail, just as a tip for when you're pitching real VCs.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, we are Cowboy Classics Photography and Editing. We are a group of young but experienced photographers and editors that specialize in outdoor photography. Most of our shoots are special events or one-on-one, and we offer editing with our photos from advanced touch-ups to simple lighting changes.
Okay, so meet our team. I'm Sam Simmons. I've been a photographer for about 1.5 years now. I'm also the marketing director and leading photographer of our business.
I'm Tyler Greenlee. I've been a photographer for about 3 years, and I am the CEO and another one of our photographers.
And I am Mandy Peacock. I am our editor and our CFO, and I've been editing for the past 4 years.
Okay, so our story is about Ellie. She's a senior in high school, and she's looking for senior photos. Her favorite place is the firehouse, which is located in the mountains. She's tried 4 different photographers already, but none of them match her vibe or aesthetic. And the prices are always way too high, but she needs something a little lower since her parents are going to help her pay. But then she found us, and we are a group of teens that are able to understand her because we're teenagers ourselves, and we can help her get the results she wants. Okay, so our problem. So a lot of individuals often struggle to find local photographers because most don't offer editing and photos in one package, as well as planning and everything before of trendy shoots. And most don't take the time to understand their clients on a personal level.
So the solution we found is one of our goals is to meet every client's needs. We are going to pre-plan our photo shoots with Pinterest boards with all the ideas that they want to capture. We're going to go beyond capturing moments through photographs. We're going to provide a stress-free experience, and we're also going to provide the edited photo packages.
So our customers include people that are interested in the outdoors as their backdrop. And it's normally from ages 15 to 35, but we're willing to take photos of anyone, any age that's looking for a meaningful photo shoot.
Our competitors are really any photographers around this area, specifically young photographers. Some specific people that we will always be competing against are Sensa Walcott, which is not our age, but she does do a lot of senior photos and family photos and things like that. Kaylee Moore, who's a high schooler in our school right now, who just started her photography business. And there's also a few in Durango there's one specific, Sue, who just graduated college. She photographs a lot of kids around this area.
Okay, our UVP. So our current package is for 1 hour session photo shoot that includes the preparation and planning and 3 images that are edited totally for free and as many outfit changes as the client wants. So this is $100 a package, which is actually on the lower end of most photographers around here. And for each edit, it's $5 extra. And every picture that we take is returned to the client.
So for our marketing position, a lot of photographers in this area, like we said earlier, don't offer the full editing package that we do. They offer lighting changes and filters and things like that, but they won't offer the complete changes like we do, such as like taking something out of a photo or adding something in like a nail that's missing, simple things like that. We also will range from lighting to the complete changes. We'll do all of them. And we, like I said, our main goal is really just to work with customers to get what they want out of the photo shoot and create a photography plan that'll match exactly what their vision is.
All right, for our financials, our total addressable market is starting out with a figure of 31,282 people, which is the total number of people that are from Mancos, Cortez, Dolores, and Durango put together. Now, after reducing that by 37.03%, as well as 11.93%, those are assuming that these people are aged 15 to 35 and that people are making up to $100,000 for their income. We have a total number of 1,382 people. So the total number of units from that would be 4,146 units. So our serviceable addressable market has a starting figure of 1,382 people. And assuming that we can get to 2.2% of those people, we can attend to 30 people total. If each person were to purchase our product at least 3 times per year, if not more, we could potentially make 90 to 91 number of units sold. That revenue is $9,121.20. Now, on top of that, we have our serviceable and obtainable market, which has a revenue of $3,500, which is about 39% of market share. So for our revenue of our 1-hour session, we have a price point of $100. For year 1, the number of units that we would likely be able to attend to would be up to 32 units in a year. For year 2, with plans to expand, it would be 38 units. And on year 3, it would be 46 units. For additional edits, assuming that each client wanted like 2 additional photos edited, we could sell 64 units in year 1, 80 units in year 2, and 100 units in year 3 at a price point of $5. The total revenue of both of those things that we are offering is $12,868. So our current sales plan is that we have a cost of goods of about $10 per unit. That's just assuming that we were to spend around $10 on gas for each photo shoot. For our startup costs, we have $132.80, which is contrived of our LLC, our supplies, marketing, and our salaries. For our selling, general, and administrative costs, that is $1,586 in year 1, $1,871 in year 2, and $2,242 in year 3. Those are made up of our salaries, subscriptions to different services for editing, and our marketing costs. For marketing, we mainly have 3 methods of marketing. The first one is Instagram, using both posts and Instagram Reels. For TikTok, we would just do TikTok videos. And our last one is word of mouth. With word of mouth, we would likely pass out business cards so that the people that we speak to can have our information with them at all times. Our growth, or at least estimating our growth, for our units sold of our photo shoots, it would be a growth rate of 20%. And for our editing growth rate, it would be an estimate of 25%. For customer retention, we're assuming that we can retain at least 50% of our clientele. And for new customers, in year one, we would have a 100% percentage of new customers because they would all be new. For year two, hoping that we can get 19% of new customers, and in year three, it would be the same number, so 19%. Our ending number of clients would be 146 people by year three. Our current projections is a revenue of $3,520 in year one, with a profit of $3,200. And after reducing that by all of our costs and taxes and other factors, it would be $1,291 of net income by the end of year one. After following that process in all 3 years, our ending net income for year three would be $1,924.
So after after running this photography business over the last few months, with our results, we have changed our original plan a little bit. So originally, we had a $200 plan with 2 hours of the photo session. And of course, like we've said multiple times, the pre-planned photo shoot with Pinterest boards and set up beforehand. And then after trial, we have now changed it to $100. And for our first client, we did lower the price down to $25 just so we could get our business started and get people attracted to us. We now, instead of having 5 free edited photos, we have 3 after figuring out how long it takes to edit every photo. We charge $5 for every extra additional photo you want edited. Instead of 2 hours, we now do 1 hour. We figured 2 hours was a bit too much. And along with planning the sessions beforehand, we also let the clients scout out the area that we will be taking their photos at before as well. So after each photo shoot, we have our clients either write us a review or just tell us how they enjoyed their experience. And we use this information to better ourselves, better the business. One of the recent ones that we've gotten was from Madison Daves. We took her pictures and she had said that Sam is so kind and easy to work with. She made me feel very comfortable and confident. I would definitely work with her again.
Now for our editing service, we didn't take these photos, but these are some free services that I have offered to other people that I know, like Samantha. I edited some of hers. So with our editing, that's mainly an accountability thing on our part, because how many times have you received an image and you are dissatisfied and you just spent a large amount of money on that service? That is why we offer $3, or not $3, 3 units of free edits and a low price point for any additional that client may want. So for this image, she had a piece of clothing that she did not want seen in her photos. So I was able to take that piece of clothing out and replace it. In the process, it did take out a strand of her hair. And so I just returned that to normal to maintain authenticity for the photo. Now, this is also for my brothers. This is for a very professional medical school profile. And he wanted to look his best so that he can get the job that he really wants. And so I was able to replace the missing part of his tie and take out some specs that the photographer did not tell him was on his suit. This is a service that we would be able to offer to other people so that we can ensure that our clients get the most out of each picture that we are able to take for them.
Okay, so for our capital required, some of our big costs include the lens, which is about $1,000, the photo storage, which is around $150, and the editing software, which is around $110. The other things that we will need to buy are props, cloud and hard drive, and obviously gas, which is an estimated overall price of $1,500. After considering the difficulties of our group separation, we have decided that continuing our business is not a feasible option, and we will not require any further funding for our business.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation. We hope you consider us for any photography or editing needs you will need or want over the next summer. Probably Classics Photography and Editing offers more than just images. We offer the experienced or the personalized experience that the customer wants related to their vision. We capture the beauty and nature of our clients. Although we may not continue this specific business outside of high school, we will continue our passions. We do plan on continuing taking pictures throughout the summer until me and Mandy leave for college. But if contact us at our contacts. God. It's so good until then.
Any questions from our judges, clarifications? We're starting to run out of time, so I don't want to push you guys too much.
I think we're good. We're good.
Well, first of all, it was great. I mean, I saw the improvement. I love the whole idea where you're sort of changing your business based on your experience. That's like really cool. So I totally applaud you on that. When you were talking about sort of the 3-year units that you could sell, what was your 3rd year unit number? So 146 or was it 46?
I have to find it. I believe it was 46. But
So it was 46. To me, the math didn't sort of work out in terms of your growth, in terms of, you said you were gonna have like 20% growth every year, I think, for the first 3 years. So you can talk about growth and maybe I just missed.
yeah, we did. Where? Oh my God.
And I think also just, this is, for future presentations like this, I'm a huge visual person, right? And so I would have loved to just kind of have some of the numbers that you were sort of throwing at us, so I could kind of see them and hear them. It was really hard for me to kind of write it down. And once again, like, I loved your depth, I love your specificity. I think you really addressed a lot of the comments that we had, I think the last time you presented, so amazing. But I think that would really help this old timer just kind of really follow your speed, right? And I love your speed, it's great, it would have really helped me, but in general, great job, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Lund, instead of having abstract, we lost the player. Oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna go ahead and bring up
First choice?
first choice.
Intermittent break, guys, just happen randomly like that, but and the so there's the boppers. Don't mess with that, guys. For sure.
Where's all the students at? Can you guys come back in here?
Wait, what are we gonna read off? That makes me run. That hurts so much. What happens? What is there anyway? Because they left for $300 because they were scared to see the quality.
Hey, no, look at it. You can read right there.
Okay. I just want to hear how quality are correct.
How quality our failure was.
Where's the?
All right, well, we are First Choice Advertising with Ethan Wyatt, Aubrey Wyatt, Caden Wyatt, Kyler Wyatt, Caleb Schmidt, and Corey Carver.
Can you go back to that slide, please? Y'all are assuming that we know your name and who you are very quickly. And we do not.
Introduce yourselves and review we want.
I'm Ethan Wyatt.
I'm Corey Carver. I'm Kyler Wyatt. I'm Caleb Schmidt.
And then Aubrey and Caden couldn't be with us today. Yeah. Our problem is we have target influencers on social media that aren't monetizing their audience, which is technically hindsight their followers. Creators also that aren't reaching their highest potential of success compared to what they could be if they were monetizing. Then our solution is to make customer and online community through Discord or Linktree where they can connect with current and new followers. Our solution will help our customers be able to find out who their loyal and super fans are.
Our customer segments, we have nano influencers, which are influencers that have 1,000 to 4,900 followers. We will be able to use our following to try and contact these influencers. Since we have around the same followers, we will most likely be able to contact them through messages. And then we have micro influencers, which are 5,000 to 25,000 follower count. And we will ask and be able to get feedback from the previous type of influencers and have them work with us. This means that they will be able to help us reach these influencers by giving them positive feedback about us.
Our competitors are people who are also doing the same method, but might already have following / audience on their own already. And it will be easier and less time consuming for someone who has large following to do this business model.
Oh yeah.
Let's go quick.
This is our financial model.
All right. I'll agree with their CFO numbers.
Okay, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just wanted to come out today and just say like, we're probably not gonna continue with it and it was unsuccessful for other reasons. We don't have a big enough following or know a person with a following to work with. We didn't grow our social media accounts well enough over the time period that we had. And we didn't have a big enough market in our local area compared to some other bigger areas and stuff like that. We didn't reach out to enough people as we could have. And lastly, we didn't give our competitors our best competition and our best from us. And that's what-
How much questions? Any pivot you could have made that would have worked, or is pretty much just hopeless because you don't have a megaphone?
Yeah, I mean, it's tougher in an area around here where it's more smaller. I mean, if we were in a bigger city or if we had the following or knew someone with, like it would just make our lives easier. And the hardest part about it is just finding a good starting point because it's just so difficult. We don't know who to work with or what to work with in terms of what niche for a social media person.
Well, knowing when to pivot or abandon is a key part of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait for a second.
No, go ahead and go. To get in on the. So the three-part thing is, yeah, Lucas just got a really bad little. So they're gonna present two of them. If Lucas shows up. We are last, presentation.
Yeah, well. Do you have ours okay, Mr. Lee? Okay. Yes. Hello, we are Abstract Jewelry. We'd like to thank you for your time and this is our project. So our team, I am Spencer Schlier. I am an athlete at Mancus. I play basketball, I run track, and I'm the CEO.
I'm Haley Higgins. I'm the CMO. I do volleyball and I also run track.
And Lucas is our CFO. He has a really bad plague nose, but he works out in the sun all day doing construction, which is part of our project. So our story, so essentially I ran track last year and I had a chain that I would wear every single meet, every single competition. And over time that chain went through a lot of wear and tear. And by the end of the season, it went from turning silver all the way to brown, like completely tarnished, unwearable. And from that, I have developed a passion to make a piece of jewelry that is durable and effective for athletes. And Abstract Jewelry, we strive for durability, and we understand that the struggles of an athlete and like what they go through, or what their jewelry goes through. So the problems with jewelry is what I've covered previously. Jewelry that goes through too much wear and tear is like its quality decreases over time, and and then it's also hard to find a piece that is like affordable for your price range and isn't too expensive, and also trendy is like local businesses around here
often don't fit the criteria of a athlete of our age. So our solution is to provide stainless steel, effective and affordable jewelry to our customers. We will be purchasing, or we have purchased here. We have jewelry for you. Yeah, if you want to pass it around.
Absolutely. I'll let you describe it.
So these are our products, and they can be customized in any way that the buyer or customer would like. We can change the clips, we can change the length, anything that our customer wants, we can provide for them, while also maintaining its durability and price. And we will advertise our products through social media, and we aim to convert around 3% of our buyers through our advertisements.
Our competition. One of our biggest competitors is local businesses, because we are also trying to be a local business selling jewelry. And I know there's there's a bunch of Indian art places around here. Their prices can be, more affordable or on the higher end. But these local businesses have very little options for men, and also have just stuff that it really isn't trendy for the normal girl or guy. Their stuff's all like turquoise and everything like that, and that's not everyone's vibe. Another popular business is GLD. They're advertised heavily through social media. Their chains are a little more on the pricey side. They're usually $60 and up, but they offer a lifetime warranty. Pandora is a very popular jewelry brand for women. Their prices are like 50 and up for jewelry, but their stuff's really nice. Our goals, with surveys and info, we know what products our customers want. So we maximize efficiency. We strive to cater to our customers. We don't want to give our customers just what we want. We want to actually give them something that they want. How we guarantee satisfaction. Our jewelry is made out of stainless steel, which is highly durable and does not tarnish pretty much. It can tarnish after a really, really long time of wearing it, but it doesn't tarnish very easily. And we offer a personalized bag with our logo on it. Our accomplishments. Our jewelry is nearly ready to be ordered and purchased. Our product has been tested by 5 different athletes over the course of 3 weeks to prove the effectiveness of our product. The results are exactly as planned, with no tarnish at all. I wear one of our products. I've been wearing it. I haven't taken it off at all. I shower in it, I sweat in it, I do everything in it, and it hasn't tarnished at all. It's still sparkly and silver. Accessibility. We will advertise our products through various social medias. Since Abstract strives for great customer service, we will post polls and surveys for our customers to fill out. This allows our customers to choose and customize their own jewelry by letting us know what they want.
I'm Lucas Figueroa. I'm the CFO for Abstract Jewelry. I'll be explaining the demand and cost. So for our necklaces, for our cost to produce, it's $5, from an average of $5 to $2 to produce our products, but we'll be marketing them up from 60% to 40% to from an average price of $20 to $15 per product. So for our necklaces, for our highest price, it'll be $20, and for our lowest price, it'll be $5 for pendants. Okay, so we'll be targeting customers between ages of 15 and 29 in Montezuma County. For our prices will be from an average of at least $15 to $25 per product, and we'll be also targeting their parents to a $65 per year. For our gross profit, we expect a $18,900 for 1 year, and for our second year, we can expect a $37,800. And for our third year, we can expect a $68,440. Okay, this is for our 3 year prediction. For our first year, we hope for transaction based on cost of goods sold. It will be 18,000. I'm sorry, $8,820, and increasing for a second year to $17,640, to our third year of $31,752. So for each year, we hope to increase with our product, and for our gross profit from $10,080 for our first year to $21,924 for our second year, and $39,000 to $463 for our third year. But this is a average projection of what we'd hope to get for a 3 year summary of selling our products to Montezuma County. For our total addressable market, it is $60,840,000, with $2,433,600, with a total units of 52,140,000 units. For our serviceable addressable market, it is a 2,885, with a total units of 18,900 units. For our share of market, we are hoping to get a percentage of 36.25%. $18,900. Sorry.
There was a contradiction between two of your slides. I think one of them was a typo where you meant to say revenue, but you said, go back one more.
This one?
Yeah, gross profit.
For gross profit,
Yeah, because your next slide says your revenue is 18.9. This says your gross profit is 18.
okay,
Yeah, no big deal.
no big deal. Okay. Alright,
But since we were, fixing typos.
alright, thank you, sir. Spencer?
Okay, so our ask for this product is the full $3,000 to improve our business, and this is exactly where the money will go. So, $1,000 of the dollars will go to the raw materials of making the jewelry, and $500 will go to the marketing. $800 will go to like equipment, so we can make sure and customize our jewelry to each customer's need. $300 will go to website development, where we can target our customers better and give them an easier place to purchase our product. $200 will be for packing and shipping, so we can ship our product to wherever our customer is, and $200 for day-to-day costs and whatever comes up in our business. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys being here, and you can follow us on Abstract Jewelry AJ on Instagram. Thank you.
So with that revenue of 18,900, how many units is that?
Let me look for you.
You want me to let the 3 slides to look at?
$18,000 is like roughly I don't know, I'd say like we don't have a set number on our slideshow for yeah.
From your financial model, like the year 1 where you had a wing off.
Yeah, well, I don't have that.
Why did you, I'm sorry, were you done?
No, go for it.
Why did you limit your market to Montezuma? I mean, given that La Plata is there and, the socio-demographics, economics of the population in La Plata is so much more attractive for what I would think would be more attractive for a jewelry company.
So, I don't live in Durango, and so like since I'm in Cortez, I live in Cortez, and I think Montezuma County, they target like like Indian jewelry companies like we talked about, and I think that's where we're going to get our local aspect of our product, like selling it to local businesses. And since we don't really have a real representative of La Plata County, I think that's why we focused our product more in Montezuma County.
So tell me a little about your customization. So when you kicked off today's discussion, you talked about, and we can customize, and then that was never mentioned again. Is that something that you would think about really doing, or is that something you just kind of threw out there? Is that something in your model, like obviously in your forecasting?
Well, yeah, that's definitely a big part of our company. I think we so not all jewelry comes with the same clasp or length as to what you desire. So we basically added that to say like, oh, I can make your jewelry. If you want it 20 inches long, I can make it 20 inches long or 18 inches long. Or if you aren't comfortable with the clasp you're getting, we can change that. And we have all the tools available.
And how much does that change the pricing?
That would not change the pricing.
Okay, what about the costs?
Our costs. Usually we would, so from the place we buy from, we can alter the length of that. So we can buy the product and deliver it straight to you from that length. Or we can only buy a product in 20-inch length, we can shorten it to 18 if that is your like design length.
In your supplier, you have one supplier.
It's one supplier. And that's where the jewelry you have is from.
Thank you.
And your customization also was the bag with the
Yes.
logo and the name.
Yes, that's the thing we're missing right now before we start selling. We've had issues buying that, but we have a product set up that we are going to purchase that will offer that for our customer.
Want to throw in a quick note, these were one of the only, I mean, they grabbed and ran with the funds that were given them to actually purchase and test products. So we appreciate that from that.
Thank you. So we learned like essentially like I don't know, I'm gonna play. Yeah. So we learned that our jewelry can be sustained over at least a 3-week period. And from testing it between different athletes, which was essentially like our target audience, we could see that like if the jewelry had any issues or we needed to change suppliers, and we learned that like this product will work for our customers and we don't need to make any changes from our supplier or product.
I'm gonna point out one key thing that you guys did exceptionally well. That was, and I don't even know if you're really aware, but you have completely enveloped diversity from the 3 of you that are standing on the stage all the way down to your actual product, because you talked about it going into all types of athletics, males, females. It applies everywhere. Many would think with jewelry that you're talking about jewelry for women, but you actually focused more on men. So the diversity factor and what you were talking about as challenges and solutions in today's market, that is a huge win. Huge win.
Thank you.
That's done very well.
And thank you, judges.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Yes, your big texture, you can head over on PC and do your thing. There's some more waters out there if you need them.
That little problem.
If you just me. Yes, that's gonna be all your.
It's vertical bars.
Judges will present you on the class. You guys are That's you, that's we give her for shit. Yep. Sure. Sure. Here. Yes. So we're going to predict our next tomorrow. Well, no.